folks. Hi. How? I think there's a camera going. And Johnny Oldschool gets to suffer.
It's been a while, fellas. And what have we got?
We've got a good
What are we doing tonight, Dan? Why are we doing this? Tell me a story here.
Well, Ben.
Give us a narrative.
Well, Ben.
Why is this beer in front of us?
This beer is in front of us because of the fact that you and I went and reviewed a beer a very long time ago. 4 years ago, in fact.
Yeah.
And I did promise that I would actually go and revisit it. Now, the thing is I didn't want to revisit this beer alone.
Why wouldn't you want to revisit this beer, Dan? Tell the good folks out there. Why would we ever not want to revisit this beer?
I think because we should let the flashback tell us.
Oh, you're going to do that? You're going to cut to a flashback?
I cut to a flashback.
Okay.
Flashback.
So, 10.9.
Well, I said do the numbers right at least.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what is 10.9? Fuck. What is this beer called?
Well, you know how you said you didn't eat earlier, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good thing is, this is a brunch beer.
Oh, fantastic. So,
It's a
fill
Geek
me up.
Brunch beer.
A Geek Brunch?
Yeah! It's Beer Geek Brunch.
That's what it says on the label. Beer Geek Brunch.
It's a now, I'm horrible at names. Mikkeller is what I've got here.
Mikkeller? Let me take a look. Mikkeller. Mikkeller. Mikkeller Geek Brunch Beer Geek Brunch. It says weasel on the front of it. It has a small picture of a weasel. I'm a little bit confused by this. It's kind of all over the place here. Cognac edition, Asian cognac barrel. It smells. It's pungent. Huh. Well, pour it into a glass, let it breathe, and see what it's like. Holy cow! It's like a bottle of coffee. Jeez! Look at that! Holy shit, man! That is fucked. I've never seen a beer that allows no light to pass through it before. That's remarkable. Wow.
It smells.
It's got a bit of a rubbing alcohol smell to it.
Shit, it does.
It reminds me of when I use isopropanol to clean off heatsink compound when I'm rebuilding the PC and I'm remounting the sink.
Are you sure you didn't wash the glasses out with that?
I guarantee you. It's like an oily residue. It makes like a wow. It coats the side of the glass and then slowly slips down like olive oil or something like that.
I'm scared.
How can they call this a beer?
I'm scared.
Yeah, bottoms up.
What the hell?
Oh my god! That is the most bitter thing I've ever tasted in my life.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like oatmeal. It doesn't taste like cognac.
It tastes like wooden fucking barrels.
It's like, it's like if you took like lawn clippings of like dandelion leaves and you pressed all the juice out of them and soaked them through a bunch of like old stale fucking barrels and filtered the goo.
Oh my god.
It's fucking disgusting. I denounce this as a beer. I denounce this as a beer in front of the beer gods and in front of Beer Buddha himself. I denounce this as a beer.
Yeah.
That's right, folks.
There's a good reason. There's a good reason why nobody would want to revisit this beer.
We actually had this, but it was in cognac barrels. If you remember, it was aged in either cognac or bourbon.
So you're just gonna blame the cognac barrels. You're blaming the barrels for the grass juice beer.
I'm not blaming
the barrels.
I'm not blaming the fact that the actual coffee beans came out of a weasel's ass.
Right.
I'm not blaming that.
There's no way it would be that.
No. I'm not blaming the fact that it wasn't sealed with wax because it wasn't.
Right.
I'm not blaming the fact that you and I were so fucking new at this that we didn't know what we were doing.
Okay.
But I also think that was a very bad beer.
It tasted like grass. I'm not even kidding. It tasted like grass squeezings.
We both thought it was absolute shit.
We did, yeah.
So, I mean, that's not a problem. So we're going to revisit this because I like to make sure that we actually get a proper review.
Right, and this is Mikkeller, and that's what, the evil twin of Evil Twin Brewing?
Yep.
Okay,
it's the evil twin of Evil Twin Brewing.
And I mean, like, okay, so this isn't a stupid brewery. This isn't like Boxer Watermelon. This isn't like This isn't This isn't like Rogue making their whatever the fucking bullshit they make.
Their donut voodoo.
Yeah, this isn't like Rogue doing that. This is actually like a high top tier brewery that just happened to make a beer that was like, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with it, but it was bad shit.
Okay, so the thing is, I'm going to have to stop you with the bad shit saying it was them, because it may not have been them.
Maybe it was the bottle. Maybe
it may have been the bottle. It also may have been the people that actually sold it to us because it was on the shelf for too long.
Right.
There could have been.
Right.
But I mean, at 13%, that should not have gone bad. Or,
right.
Yeah, 11%, whatever it was. It should not have gone bad because it should have been on the shelf. It should have been good for a very long time.
Right.
This one has been aged for 11, or I should say 18 months at craft cellars. It has not flown off the shelves. It has not done a lot of stuff. But at the same point in time, it does not have cognac barrels, or it doesn't have the bourbon barrels, or whatever the fuck we had with it. Thank you, Ramada, for helping us out.
Definitely.
I'm thanking you guys.
So I'm gonna wear this as a tiny crown because I've been drinking tonight, and it looks like a small hat. So.
Well, at least you're not getting out of a clown car. And the person that took the wax off this,
person who took the wax off this
didn't do a good enough job because he didn't get.
That person out there that we're looking at, who's off camera,
who doesn't want to be named.
I'm going to take the wax off, and they didn't.
And then he gives me shit for making a mess.
And now we're sad about it. We're sad because of this.
I've got to do a little extra fucking housekeeping.
I have to write in my journal tonight about how I'm sad because of this.
You forgot your journal.
Well, I'll have to write it in like a notepad on my phone. Now it's going to take even extra long time, and I'm going to have to be extra sad because of it. I think that's the longest we've ever taken to open a beer on this show. Actually, no, that's not true. I think we've had to stop the camera once or twice before.
We have. I'm not too sure. This is looking a little oily.
That is looking a little oily.
That's looking a little oily. I'm not too sure about this.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome to have the first pour. See, look, no beer is supposed to be black like that. No, it's not going to be different. It's not going to be different. Beer doesn't, that's not what it's supposed to do.
Okay, first of all,
beer does.
At the same point in time.
Oh, no. Was that chunks? Did I see chunks coming out of that?
We had this in the freezer. So
I hope that's what it is.
This better be just fucking frozen chunks.
God.
I really hope this is just frozen chunks.
Why are you pouring more? Don't you remember last time?
I know. I remember last time, man. I remember last time is intensely.
Okay, I'm willing to give it a shot. I really am. Okay, I want to take this sip objectively. I want to go into this like pretending last time didn't happen. This is like differently aged. Maybe this is a different batch. Maybe it's even a different recipe. I'm willing to give this a completely new chance.
I'm right there with you, and yeah, that was a good chunk of. I'm hoping ice.
Me too. I'm hoping ice.
I'm hoping ice because we put it in the freezer and then we went for drinks. So we're not gonna lie.
That's why I'm still wearing this, by the way. Yeah.
So, the smell. It doesn't smell.
It actually smells fantastic.
It does.
I'm not even. That's. Yeah, no.
It doesn't smell like ethanol like we had last time.
Right off the bat, it actually smells fantastic.
It smells a lot better than it used to.
It smells really dark and really strong, like chocolatey.
It does.
Caramelly, like sweet, syrupy.
And I like to mention the person that drank out of this last time has some very small lips.
You can see lipstick on there?
I can see lipstick on there.
I'm sorry, man. Oh. I tried to clean it off. I did.
I told you not to bring...
I got here like an hour early.
I told you not to bring your hookers up here.
It wasn't so much that I brought them up there. It's more like that they brought me up here.
And then took your money. So that's why you're mooching beer off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, here's to health, love, happiness, and me losing my life. I mean, me being very happily married.
Right.
All right. Cheers, folks.
Cheers, fuckos.
Wow.
Hold on. So it doesn't taste like grass clippings.
No.
But I am getting like a very dark espresso.
Yep.
So this is a very...
This is what...
I'm not going to say overly bitter like a ridiculous IPA. No. But I'm going to say like imagine sipping an espresso, that deep, lingering taste of coffee beans, very present in that.
But that's a good thing. because this is supposed to be a coffee oatmeal stout. Or an oatmeal stout.
Okay.
Imperial oatmeal stout. So you're going to have that heavy flavor.
Yeah. It doesn't taste like lawn clippings. But I like there's shards of my soul, people, that remember the trauma of the lawn clippings flavor.
That was a bad trauma.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
really
I like
bad
PTSD
trauma.
from that fucking shit. So I still
We
remember
loved
that
it.
flavor.
Yep.
And this isn't quite like that. Again, I think most people who try this probably won't like it unless you're like a fucking beer snob.
In all
Like-
honesty, if you like your Imperial stouts, you know what you're going into. When you say Imperial, and we're talking. Okay, so we didn't mention the ABV as we did last time. 10.9%, 11%. So we're talking a very big, strong, very powerful,
Yeah.
kick you in the nuts kind of beer.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the type of stuff that Mikkeller is known for.
Yeah.
And
This is dense.
this is exactly what the beer we were supposed to have 4 years ago.
Right.
Except the cognac barrels or the bourbon barrels. The barrels that were in it were actually supposed to make it that much better.
Yeah, I think those barrels were made out of like compressed logs of grass or lawnmower clippings or something.
I was gonna say shit, but that's
Yeah,
just
well,
me.
okay, maybe it was like cow shit because they eat grass and then they shit out the grass, so it was like compressed. So it was grass and cow shit. We're both right. Holy
Well,
shit!
yes and no, because if you think about it, you remember Geek Brunch Weasel. The way they put the weasel in there is because they actually put the coffee beans. The weasel eat the coffee
That's why
beans
it's
and
so
they
expensive.
shit them out.
Yeah.
And then they fucking brew the beans with the shitty fucking bean.
Like, why did you buy this, Dan? Why would you do this to
Because
yourself?
I want to revisit it with you. Because I wanted to torture
I'm
myself
putting the Ramada
with you. No!
thing back on.
Yeah, all right.
Putting-
all right.
You're like, no, not in the glass.
Not in the glass.
Jeez.
It's still a very good beer, and I still think that we were actually wrong on really rating it wrong.
I didn't think I would say this, but I think you're right. I think you're right, and I think we may have just had like a bunk bottle. Either that, there's also the chance that like our taste buds were so maladjusted.
No, because I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I-
I can't say that.
Yeah, I think
Because you and
you're
I
right,
actually
man.
enjoyed
Like,
the stuff. Like, that's the thing. We enjoyed our beers. We knew what kind of beers we liked. And that
Yeah.
did have the long clippings. That did have the
It's just-
ethanol.
yeah.
Because you even
it's
said...
just that it was so bad that I can't
was a
believe
bad
that
beer.
this is the same. You know, this is so much different. I'm not gonna say this isn't strong. That it doesn't like punch your tongue in the fucking face, but it's not the long clippings beer. It's just simply not.
No. He's liking it out there.
Yeah.
No, it is not the same.
I mean, I'm actually like enjoying getting through this glass. And like last time, I mean, I haven't seen the clip that you guys just saw, but I don't assume that I got through it unless we were doing that. Yeah, no.
We actually did the bad combo with it, and it still tasted like shit.
Oh, what did we do the bad combo with?
It was the Heaven, Hell, and Purgatory episode. So it was the Buddha beer.
Wow, that was old school.
That was
Holy
old school.
Fuck.
It was
Holy
Buddha
shit.
beer. It was the
Holy Buddha beer. That was like
Yeah.
original fucking booze reviews.
Number
fucking
4.
Shit. Jesus
Number 4, I
Christ.
think.
Holy
and,
shit.
Yeah, Buddha beer.
Yeah, and Buddha beer tasted like
and the
fucking
Hell's
weed.
Bach.
Buddha beer tastes like fucking
Yep.
weed, remember? And we were like,
Hell's
oh,
Bach
that's we get the joke. It's like Buddha beer, Bud beer. Okay, it tastes like hemp. And then we
Yep.
try like the next ones, and the next ones, and
Hell
like
Bach
none of them
it
tasted
was
like
not
that.
bad. And then we tried this one, and this one was the Hell beer.
Yeah,
Because this one was the one that was absolute shit.
yeah. Wow.
This is the one that killed us. Yep.
Killer. Huh.
So, to go out of 10, what would you rate this
Oh,
now?
fuck.
I mean, we said we would not drink this again. We would not pass go. We would not collect $200.
I feel really
Like this.
conflicted.
I know.
Because like, remember when we used to rate things like would
Would
or
you
would not get
would
drunk
you get
off,
drunk off of it?
or
Would you
would
buy
or
it
would
again?
not buy again?
Yep.
Again, I don't know if I would get drunk off this, but after one bottle, you would be
Yeah, you
fairly buzzed.
Yep.
And would I buy it again? I actually might. I actually might. I
If
wouldn't get this for
told you-
myself.
if I told you this was a $17 bottle, would you buy it again?
That actually kind of changes it, yeah. Because I don't think I would get this for myself, but if I was gathering with like somebody like you or like some like I'm not gonna say beer snobs, but like
Aficionados.
like aficionados, people like who are really into their craft beer, and we were like, let's say having a beer party where we each bring over a bottle.
A bottle share. Yeah.
I could actually see myself bringing this, and I could see some people liking. I could also see some people not liking it, but I could also see some people liking it because
It's a high class beer. It really is. I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, we're not having the oily. Well, we kind of have the oily film that used to come down from it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's one that you actually finished. You said you could not finish that in the last video.
Honestly, I could pour the rest of my glass and like enjoy it, and that's. I mean, that's. I was afraid. I thought you were being an asshole, and you were gonna be like, "No, I'm gonna make Ben drink this like fucking crazy ass bullshit beer again. We'll have a crazy reaction from him, and shit like that."
And I'm actually having a crazy reaction because you're actually enjoying it. So we're having the opposite reaction.
It's fucking weird, guys. It's weird.
It is, but I mean, at the same point in time, like I wouldn't. I try not to steer you wrong. You know, I give you the heavy shit. You know, I try and give you some good stuff. But at the same point in time, I try and make sure it is the good shit.
Yeah, you were right. You were right when you said you tried this again and that it was different. Yeah. So, I guess we had a fucking bunk bottle.
We had a bunk bottle, and we both owe Mikkeller a world of apologies for that.
Because if that was a bunk bottle, that was the bunkest bottle I've ever had of any beer.
Yeah, I haven't had any other beer that has been that bad.
Yeah, that was insane. So yeah, Mikkeller, sorry. This right here. Next time, like I'm gonna spend like $20 on a single bottle, and I see Mikkeller in the store, I'll probably actually consider it. So
side by side by Dugnio, I mean, like that's up there. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones. I honestly, like I said, I did try it before, and I wanted you to try it, but I didn't tell you what it was. I didn't tell you what to...
Yeah, I'm not surprised you didn't tell me what it was, because last time it was a fucking...
The guy would have fucking jumped off the balcony right now. He'd been, I'm out of here!
Considering it, yeah.
And fucking run back to Calgary.
Right, yeah. Just run the whole way.
Dear God, I'm not going anywhere else near you!
Jeez.
So.
You know what, I'm gonna have another sip, man. This is how serious I am about my opinion right now. What was that?
It's really good. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. So,
especially after the first couple sips.
It is, and it actually gets really smoother, and you get really...
The bitterness wears off pretty quick.
The bitterness, it's a nice,
it's like a sweet coffee caramel. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's like eating like a coffee caramel chocolate bar or something like that.
It is, and that's exactly what Mikkeller wanted, and I applaud you. If you guys came back with another fucking barrel aged series, I may try it, but that's where I may draw the lines where it might be fucking
I don't know if I can give this a 4, or I mean, like a out of 10 rating. But out of 5 rating, I would give this a 4. I'd easily give it a 4.
So it'd be an 8. 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
So for me, I
above average, maybe even a little more. Maybe like
I'm giving it a 9. 9 out of 10. Like that's what I would do.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I'm going to stick with my 4 out of 5, but I don't disagree with your 9 out of 10.
I didn't think so. So, yeah, I didn't steer you wrong. I wouldn't do that the night before you were actually helping me out with my wedding, because last thing I want is to have you sit there and fuck my wedding up because I pissed you off. So
right. Makes sense.
Anyways, folks, we're out of here. I've got another review to do. There's someone else waiting on the wings to help us out with this other review. So until next time, I am PK.
And we're sleeping in the same bed tonight.
Only because he fucking's gonna roofie me. Till next time, I'm PK saying cheers. And this is Johnny Oldschool. Ben.
Love you guys. Thanks for having me back on, man. That was awesome.
It's been a while.
For sure, dude.
Till next time. Cheers. Stay frosty, and we'll see you real soon. Thanks again.